shit show right now. I played against 2 Badger Mold decks in a row, and it is not doing. I'm not doing so well with my control deck. 26 lands I've only got. But it's the second time I played against Badger Mole Cub in a row. I don't think I'm going to get another land. I think another land would actually give me the ability to deal with this stuff. However, oh crap, yeah. That instant speed threats for anything he tries to drop down, because his deck tries to kill people very quickly. Strangely enough, with my control deck, I haven't hit a single piece of card advantage or card selection. But he did manage to get every Airbender's Ascension he's ever gotten. He might be able to buff his guy up with a protection spell and pound me in the face real quick. But I had to at least take the chance to kill it. Man, dude, this guy is out of... He is so lucky right now. Absolutely lucky. He is getting all the... He's got all the gas. And nothing I can do to stop him right now. Kind of. He has 2 cards in his hand. So he is gonna pound me. I have the choice to gain the life. Or mill him for half of his deck, which I can't mill him for half of his deck, but I can do this. And you can't stop that. And I gain all the life I just lost back, and he doesn't have a creature to trigger off that, so... Strangely enough, I can't hit my lands. The deck that has 26 lands in it, my control deck is just not controlling enough. Yep, that makes sense. I have 3 copies of Stock Up, 4 copies of Consult the Star Charts, and 3 copies of 3 Steps Ahead, and I have to draw these things, or else I just kind of die. And I'm not drawing anything, so I think he's just gonna try to go for the I can combo off and kill you with the Life Force Harmonizer guy. But I'm also not drawing enough fucking lands to do anything with, and yes, this is really horrible. So I'm not going to hit any cards that are going to give me any type of card advantage or card selection right now. I'm just going to continue to be screwed over, but he gave up. God damn, dude. I don't understand. By the way, look at this. 26 lands. I was only able to get like 5. I had all of my 6 mana board wipes that I could not use. And I have 3 stock ups. I have 4 consult the star charts. I had 3 more of these, and I just could not draw it. I just don't understand what happened there. I guess I just kind of fizzled the fuck out. Maybe, maybe not. I just know that, yeah, I may not beat this guy because... Shit, dude. I gotta get incredibly lucky to do it, because apparently everybody else's decks just work. The only reason why he lost that game was because he chose to lose that game. He gave up, and he didn't have to. I guess he was just like, well, he's got River Turn Monument, and he's probably gonna mill me out, which is a fair assessment. But it's not like I had anything else going. I just kind of had to stop him from doing his thing. And the deck that has 26 lands, you would imagine that I wouldn't miss land drops in the early game, but here we are. I don't even have any single targeting removal that can kill any of his creatures right now. Well, I got some there, but that's only a Llanowar, and I still missed a land drop. So, like, Jesus Christ, man. Well, that makes the most sense. Jeez, man. I can't believe this. Oh, yeah, I'm cooked right now. There's nothing I can do. I'm not going to be able to keep up with them. This is crazy. I would imagine that Magic Arena would be fair, or at least slightly more fair than it actually is, because it is kind of getting me with how bad, like you saw how many cards I had, but I guess I'm gonna keep playing against Badger Mole tonight. I think it's the hot button deck for right now. I guess maybe those decks kind of came back because they are pretty fucking explosive, but I kept switching Boros Dragons. It's the way I get around it. It's really messed up because as soon as I switch to Boros Dragons, then every deck I'll run into will be Is It Lessons? Is It Lessons will be the deck that I would just play against mercilessly. No other decks will pop up. Like any deck I put together to fight against tyranny, aka the Badger Mole experience, I will inevitably run into an issue. Alright. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna have like the worst land I can get. I'm positive this deck has like way more of this than that, but I guess Magic Arena and we have to So I'm pretty sure he has like a counter spell, so trying to slam the dragon down immediately isn't gonna do me any good. Because I know he has, I know he has that counter, so yeah, get lost there, alright, well. Jesus Christ, I should have threw that off the top, because it is worthless right now. So I'm playing against Jeskai Revelations of all the decks to play against, but I mean, even if I played Sack Attack beforehand, I would not have been able to pull anything off. So, yep, he has an instant speed answer for what I'm trying to do right now. However, if he does play an instant speed answer, he knows I'm going to jam my dragon down and tap down one of his lands too. So he's in kind of a position right now. Jeez. Okay. Funny I haven't seen a single basic. I don't have red mana in my deck that is primarily red. I just have white mana. Maybe I'll get a basic. I'm not actually positive, but you know, there are variants and shit like that. But I do have cards with haste, so I should be able to maybe fight against him. But you know, it's so weird that I would be paired up against Jeskai Revelations next, and I tried. All I played all night with Badger Mold Cub decks. I'm like, let me play against something that can deal with the deck that I seem to be playing with, and then it goes, hey, play against Jeskai Revelations, and you have no answers to it. Kind of, because I do have the card that makes certain cards that I choose uncounterable, which really does hurt Jeskai Revelations. However, I mean, shit, dude, there's not much I can do about it. I have to, like, kill him before he can kill me. So... Jesus Christ, man, I cannot believe this. Man. I really don't understand how the hell this happened. Every card in my hand is, or every land I have produces white mana, color mana. Okay, yep, that makes sense. So he loses no life this turn and he gets rid of my guy. I'm just gonna keep on shitting the bed on this one. I can't really tell you what the untapped GG thing is because it's still got the other deck I have queued up. Murdering me to death with removal spells and holding me hostage with counter spells, and somehow I have not. Yep, he is definitely Jeskai Revelation. Well, first red mana source, and it comes into play tapped. I am very proud of that. That was really awesome. I also can't use my treasure right now. We're cooked right now. So, about the worst possible hand that I could possibly get. Now look at this, right? I have no basic planes, by the way. I have 5 mountains. I have this card that would have helped me not pay for anything. I only have 2 starting towns, and I drew both starting towns somehow. How did that happen? I don't know. I will say this, though. I did think I had the card that made it so I couldn't be countered in this deck, since it's primarily a dragon deck, and I don't understand how it happened, but it did happen. So that's really nasty. So not anything else I can do to stop them, and I don't really have any answers for just mono removal. So yeah, I just have to somehow get under his spells. He was ready for me the entire time. There's nothing I can do, but every time I'm matched up against somebody, I am always matched against, like, the worst possible scenario, right? First time I got into a Earthbending Badger Mold deck. Although you didn't get to see the second game. But look at this. Strangely enough, now I have access to red mana because, you know, the whole first game I had to basically burn myself down to allow my opponent to kill me. Much easier, and then I just kind of just lose, so I'm not going to play against a Jeskai Revelation deck. It's just all removal, and I can't play against it with my deck. The deck I'm playing is supposed to be able to go against Badger Mold Cub. The deck that I kept playing against back to back to back to back, only to run into a Jeskai Revelations deck. What are the odds I run into Jeskai Revelations or Sultai Reanimator next? Very fun. Very awesome indeed. And and it's taking a long time for me to get queued up. This is why I haven't been trying to rank up, because every time I try to rank up, I stay at like the bottom of gold or at the bottom of platinum. I don't make any strides ahead. So this is a decent hand, despite the fact that I don't have red mana. Yep. Pretty awesome. This is fun. This is the second time I've like fucking whiffed on red mana. I have five, count them, 5 basics, and I only have 2 starting towns, and I can always seem to get one. You could say it's a shuffler thing, or like even a skill issue, and I'll take that because that seems about right. Kill the 4/5 or one of the 3/3s. What is your options that you're going to use right now? Because this is just the Planeswalker deck. All Planeswalkers in removal. Or not. It is Sultai Reanimator. Interesting. How did I call that? I definitely fucking called that. Or not. Maybe I am wrong. What is this? Turn a card from your graveyard to the hand. How is this thing prepared right now? Well, he's doing graveyard shenanigans, and his I didn't really get to see a good set of creatures that he had. I got decent removal in the deck. But he is doing some, I guess, graveyard shenanigans, so I might as well kind of deal with that. Yeah, he's got to be running Sultai Reanimator. Because he did drop, like, what's his name? The dragon guy on the hand. Or not the Descent, whatever the elemental is. And then he's got stuff to eat graveyard and stuff. So, yeah. Yes, okay, he's not Sultai Reanimator. He is inevitably the Planeswalker deck. So he's got Ugin and a bunch of other Planeswalkers in his So, by doing this, I drop him back down to 3 mana. Oh, crap, he can do that. Okay, he's grabbing the land, thank God. Because he couldn't double pay. Well, he doesn't have red, he only has green, so... knows that he can't use his core while I have my shit out, so. Yay! I won! Yay! I'm so excited about somehow winning a game where I should probably have lost up front. I also have a brand new spanking monitor, and I think I can only change the resolution within a game that can exceed the resolution. So my big thing that I've been trying to do with it is just trying to play. Let's just do that. We're just gonna play Hazoret. I have this whole thing where like it takes 4 turns to get to max speed, which is such a shitty mechanic, especially since standard is generally over by turn 4. I have to kind of figure out better ways of dealing damage and catching max speed, which basically means I kind of need like a 1-mana flyer or something. And red does not. I don't know. Maybe I should look to see if red has like a 1-mana flyer, but don't think it does. But alright, let's get it. Let's get it. It came from a plane that just dropped in that just. Alright, well, I don't think he has. Can't counter it. Can't kill it. Yep, we'll kill it, definitely. So yes, I am playing against yet another Jeskai. Right? I mean, like, these guys had 2 inevitable defeats. This thing had, like, haste. Hey, max speed, alright. Well, he can kill my land. Which puts me behind 1 mana. But he doesn't have any creatures anyway, so it's not like it matters. He's holding up for something, or he has his 3rd inevitable defeat that he's actually going to use on me. Let's see what he does. Play the Burnout Blasternaut, but I feel like he's going to just drop a board wipe. I love it. I love it. Great. another piece of removal. If he does, it happens. Ah, yay! He ran out of gas. Yay! That was really cool. So I don't need these because he doesn't have any creatures in his deck. Can do that too because, like I said, he doesn't have creatures in his deck. So the easiest way to deal with him is to pull basically my removal suite out and have burn spells that just deal direct damage to him. So yeah, that seems really good. He is gonna bring in authority, which is gonna suck a lot. It's gonna slow me the hell down, but hey, it is what it is. I can't really stop him because his deck is geared to go. So I played three games after the what do you call that thing? The Apocalypse. I played 3 games, and 2 of the games have been against Jeskai Revelation. Or sorry, it's 4-color Revelations because they put black in the deck. They needed a way to kill creatures that were indestructible, and I just so happen to be that is indestructible. So if he drops blue, I'm not going to be able to resolve this. Ah! Fuck you! Oh, that was fantastic. Okay. 2-0 to Jeskai Revelations deck. That was fantastic. Gotta love it. Hey, if you go red, if you play red, they're just dead, right? Oh my god. I was so excited I ended up turning that up. Alright. I think I might have to do a little bit of rearranging for this deck. So, I have this guy in here. He just buffs up my guys to deal more damage, but I never draw this guy either. And this card's just to help me draw anyways, so... I think I have a better idea, because I do go empty jar, so... Case. Alright, so... This card enters, discard a card, then draw 2 cards. If you have no cards in your hand, it's solved. At the beginning of your turn, the beginning of your upkeep, discard your hand, then draw 2 cards, so... This might be better. I do like the other one because it lowers the cost of stuff, but like, I don't draw enough with this deck to be able to pull off something like that. And then, so we have here, start your engines. This is like the only non-red 5 damage step to 1 target creature planeswalkers. That's kind of removal. This does. Okay. Let's try. Okay, well, I mean, shit, dude. This might be something I can use because it has flying on my turn. Means I can slip in some damage. It has flying and haste. If I'm gonna do something with flying and haste, Slick Shot Show Off kind of wins every time. But also the dog also helped these guys come in bigger. And that was the whole point. I just kind of never draw into it. And I kind of have to figure something out with it. So... I'm trying to make this deck work, and I'm having quite a time doing it. I could drop this guy in. This guy makes it so that my guys can't be countered. He has Riot. However, I could also just go... Squelch, Hexing Squelcher, and he makes it so this spell can't be countered, and then if they want to kill my creature they have to pay 2 life, which is kind of where I probably want to be with this deck. I just wish that I had a way to make my creature slightly more powerful. The only thing I can think of is the other guy. So I have Magebane Lizard in here and stuff like that. So I think probably go... I like this guy, but I do need a little bit more hurtings in there. And Magebane Lizard, I think probably should be sideboard. Yeah, we'll keep this. We'll run this and see if I can't get there. Maybe I'll be able to do better. I did knock down most of my max speed cards, but it's not like... It's incredibly hard to get a card that will manipulate my speed. Calling my cat over because I'm like, hey, I miss you, buddy. Because you're a stinky head. That's why. It's gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt him. He's running green-black, so he should have done some crazy stuff, but... He's only got 2 life, so he can't kill any of my creatures or he just dies outright. So he has to gain life. I don't think there's any green creatures that 2 mana that have flash, so... Alright, that was different. It was definitely different. He doesn't have a lot of small creatures. I assume that he had like Badger Mole Cub, and I swear if I take this out, I'm gonna see Badger Mole Cubs, right? I don't really have anything big enough to kill him. My whole point of having Torch the Tower and Scorching Dragonfire is simple. When I built this deck, the deck that was really whooping my nuts into the ground was the slasher Desecration Demon deck. It was beating my nuts directly into the ground, just knocking it into the dirt immediately. Have I thought about adding black to this deck? Yes. I think black would make this deck a lot more consistent, I guess. He could have blocked and not took any damage there. That's crazy he did that. But hey, it is what it is. That is a weird little mana rock that he has right there. So he could crack it, gain 3 life, and bust me for 3. why he took the damage. Really don't. I mean, his whole deck's whole identity is being like weird and five-page nonsense. Messed up that every card I've drawn so far has been a land. And I can't get rid of lands that easily. So he can gain 3 life and swing in. He will deal damage. I'm not gonna block. Weird. Alright, so maybe, just maybe, we're just gonna have to change this out. So, I mean, it did give me a little bit of card advantage, but I drew nothing but lands, so let's probably not do that, and probably just do impulse draw. Even though I only have 4 of these, every time I put the impulse draw card in a deck, I've done this before, I don't have the lands for it. This is the impulse draw card. It's 3 mana. I can play it, and then it just lets me impulse draw a card at the beginning of my turn for 3 red. And I tried it, but the problem is every time I had it in the deck, I would hit every non-red mana source card, and I never get it down 1 turn 3, or I'd have it stuck in my hand because even though I have like 20 mountains, I won't see the mountains. They just don't appear. Alright, so I'm in a kind of a bind right now. If you look at what I have right now, looks like I'm playing with the Jeskai Revelations deck. Will kill my Higher Claw more than likely. I wish this dude had like Flash. So this is not Jeskai Revelations. Oh, maybe it is Jeskai Revelations. I think it might be Spelementals, so. Yes, counter spells pull those things out. I do take 1 damage. Oh, shit. Huh. Was not banking on that landing. Oh, he is a Jeskai Revelations deck. Okay, that makes sense. So yes, he definitely is Jeskai Revelations. take 2 more. Love Mage Bane Lizard, man. He's Mage Bay Lizard. That's what he is. Because if he wants to resolve 1 more spell, he takes a bit more damage. And here's the thing, I completely understand that he's probably going to play a board wipe. I keep Hazoret, and he takes the damage from Mage Bane Lizard, and yes, then I play Nova Hellkite and burn his face off. So, I know he has the artifact in his deck. Do I want to try to hate on it, or do I want to just try to kill him? So I know he doesn't have any creatures, so I could exchange Scorching Dragonfire for Lightning Strike. Or I could just, like, it's not going to work on that thing because the thing's 4 mana, so I guess I'll have to, yeah, we're going to have to do that. This is the answer I've basically come up with when my opponents don't have any creatures. I just go, let me just go for the face. I can't believe he allowed me to get count on luck. But with Hexing Squelcher, it makes all of my spells uncounterable, so it gives me quite a bit of time to do what I need to do. Do that. Authority. Turn 1 authority. I want to get Hexing Squelcher, but I highly doubt I'm going to get it. So, I would say that I could drop Higher Claw down, but I have to match his card advantage. And that also helps me get to my max speed. So he is going to team rip me and get rid of my Mage Bane Lizard. Which, you know, it happens. Okay, so 2 lands off the top. No more lies. Got me there. Not much I could do there. I had to kind of put it out, even though it wasn't going to be able to deal any haste damage. I have to break through his defenses, so all he's going to do is try to kill all my creatures until he gets, whatchamacallit out, so. Jeskai Revelations out. Second authority. The game is does here, because if he has a okay, now Hazoret is online, and we'll go ahead and drop this. He might counter this, and I'm fine with it. But I needed to, I had to play it anyways, so like we're playing a game with a war of attrition situation. I have to keep up with him, and he has all removal, and he's turned all my haste creatures off, so god damn. Well, he got me his team rip, so yeah. This is an uphill battle I'm fighting right now, but I am in a okay enough position that he is legitimately trying to pull what he possibly can, and I'm at least drawing 2 cards a turn, kind of. I only have 24 lands in the deck, and I have 17 left. Yeah, it is a Jeskai Revelations deck. I wish I could have caught another Magebane Lizard, but apparently they are very, very much still in the deck, and then I also didn't see another Hexing Squelcher, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, so let's try this. So this will at least give me a little bit more selection, and he might gain 2 life, but he's going to lose 2 life. Oh, kind of. He might have Jeskai Revelations right now. He will probably kill one of my guys, bounce the other guy, and just kind of do that, so. Yep, I knew it. This is the 3rd Jeskai Revelations deck I played against, by the way. Another piece of removal? Jesus Christ, dude. That is insane, by the way. A land. 2 lands. 3 lands. Jesus Christ, man. I would have thought that I would have fucking drew maybe Hexing Squelcher or something along those lines. Something, right? But nope. Yeah, don't want that. That's not going to do me any good. That's not gonna do me any good. Jeez. Alright, well, I only got 12 more lands left in the deck. 11 more lands left in the deck. It's really fucked up that I was like, yeah, it would be nice to catch a Hexing Squelcher on here. Really would be, but apparently it's just not gonna happen. Another land. Okay, that is fucking insane, by the way. That is absolutely insane. That's so fucking crazy. I would never have guessed that that would have happened, but yeah, I guess I am going to continue to draw all of my lands, which is kind of fire if you think about it. I'll block a little bit of damage. Hazoret, Hexing Sculpture. This is really crazy because I dug for these. I only have like 25 cards left in the deck, and I'm digging through the deck with count on your luck. But he is kicking my ass with authority. I can't really fight against the fact that he has like multiple authorities and I can't hit him for the haste damage. But he does have a very low life total and he has to draw what he needs to. So if he Jeskai Revelations and he targets 2 creatures, he loses 4 life, so he gains nothing. And he taps out for the turn. He is killing me though because I can't keep up because he is bouncing everything I have and I'm not able to well, another land. I only have 8 lands left in the deck, which is crazy as fuck. You would think that I would go ahead. Go ahead, counter it. Jesus Christ, I'm struggling to deal enough damage. Here's the second one. I had him down to like 6 life and authority has killed me. I still have 2 hexing squelchers though. I am more than likely going to draw out before I kill this guy. I only have 19 cards left in the deck. Oh! Fuck you! That was great. That's the second Jeskai Revelations deck I've beaten. That's crazy. That is really crazy. I just so happen to get just enough card advantage to get around his nonsense. Somehow. I do feel like I should probably maybe work on this sideboard a little bit to deal with Jeskai Revelation. But I can't really deal with oh, what's the card? I can't deal with Authority. Authority really fucking binds me to the ground really hard, and I have to like figure out specifically what I'm gonna try to do to try to get around it. And there is no color bent red card that destroys enchantments. Red only destroys artifacts. Green and white destroy enchantments. Specifically, white destroys enchantments, but green has the ability to also do so. Shit, dude, that was a crazy game. I'm pretty sure I dealt so much damage to him. At some point, like, I feel like maybe to negate that card, if I just put something in that said my opponent can't gain life, I would be in a much better position to deal with that type of deck. However, I just can't, I don't think there's anything I can do to make this any better. And that's kind of crazy. I will say this, though. If only I had, you know, this down, I can deal a little bit of extra damage when I'm swinging through. But it's not enough. At the very least, maybe, just maybe, I can, like, pop this thing on somebody, like this guy, and give something double strike. I think that's where the deck kind of falls. So I could sacrifice my instant speed removal for the early game for the chainsaw, and then just use the chainsaw to increase my creature's powers, because they have to either A, destroy the chainsaw, or B, because I was thinking about this, right? Pop this in, flash, give it something double strike, and then just kind of do that, and I think that probably works. It probably works, but I kind of need more utility with my stuff. And even though, I don't know, man, I really like having this specifically to deal with the unstoppable slasher. And even though the deck does exist, by the way, it still fucking exists. There's no way around it. But no, yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm like, look, I have two options here. I can hit the flail, which helps this guy out because he has menace, and it will give him +2/+0. It only costs 1 to equip, so it's not that hard to deal with. And also, if you craft it, which doubt that I'm going to craft it, but if you craft it, it attacks, it deals damage, so... and I think it's a decent equipment. I think there's a lot of people who just go, but this has the utility of being removal, and it also makes your creature bigger as well. And equipping it on its equip cost is high though, right? For its ability, its equip cost is high. It's 3 mana to do that, right? I could 100% drop this instead and just take a 3/0 bump for 2 mana to equip. It's I don't know, it's me trying to figure out a better way of doing this, because I need, like, I just took removal out of the deck. Removal that I haven't used a single fucking time, to try to... Yeah, okay, never mind. It's 2 cards. It's removal, and it's also an equip spell that grows with Steeple's Creepy Sign. So, alright, this is probably going to be the last one I do. I'm just sort of disappointed in the way this whole magic thing has been going. It's funny, I was like, I'm going to make Hazoret red, and it's working. And I know there are way better red decks in the format and stuff like that. It's just, this is the deck that seems to be working for me. Kind of. Because, like I said, count your luck, I dug through the entire deck, and at the bottom of it was a Hexing Squelcher that was there. Oh, that guy's dead. Oh no! And intimidation tactics. Crazy work. I would love to keep Hazoret, but I know he's going to take Hazoret, because he doesn't want me to have it. He's looking at it, but he also doesn't want to take double higher claw triggers. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely going to try to roll. at 2, so he might just be running all hand destruction. Could swing with it, and if he does, he can put a decay counter on Hazoret, which is, yeah, that would work. He would definitely make me sacrifice it. So if he kills anything I have, or he activates something prematurely to the combat step, Hazoret gets to swing. Right now, like, what the fuck is he playing that for? So he does have something he can try to target my guy with. Oh god, he just fucked up. He didn't see I have indestructible. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking there, but he is playing a Desecration, or not Desecration Demon, a Bloodletter of Aklazot's deck. So what he wants to do is he wants to have the Rock Curse Rakashna. Yep. You can only block one guy, but yeah. Yeah! Indestructible is pretty disgusting, and fun fact, this card is definitely going to stop him if I can draw it. I have to draw it, though, and that is kind of an issue. Yeah, let's rock. We're gonna rock it. Party rock! Yeah, let's go, let's go. Okay. Alright, you're definitely going down on turn 1. I can start my speed. I just kind of have to get there. Yeah, sure, you can hit me before. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Probably gonna go after Hazoret this time. Well, he went after Nova Hellcat. up Impulse Draw for that. So here's something that's funny about Hazoret. Well, I can pay 1 mana and make this guy unblockable. Then when I swing, you'll take, what, 2 damage from both the lizards. You can't block this guy, you can't block that guy, you die. You dead. You're a bum. You're a bum, Rocky. You're a bum. Alright, so let's look at the deck real quick before I end this video. Ooh, look at that. That's neat. So, Hazoret Speed. It's a deck I put together to try to get to max speed as quickly as possible and try to deal as much damage as humanly possible as quickly as possible. It's not that fast because you would probably want to have more cards that have haste in it in the lower parts so they can actually help you get to max speed. I think the deck would probably work a lot better if it was like not just mono red but like red black, like Rakdos colored, because there's so many more cards that you can put in the spot that would help you get to max speed. Case in point, let's see what we got here. Cards like this that have start your engines at 2 mana that come in and immediately put you at 2 if you were at 0. And also they gain Death Touch and haste, which is disgusting. People will let you get through with your attacks at that point. It's only 2 mana too. What else do we have? We have other cards that I would say have, let's do that, start your engines in black. That probably would be helpful. This creature is a 2/1. He's not that great, but you also can sacrifice other weaker creatures that you can't get to deal damage. To draw extra cards. I said that so stupidly. But yeah, also this guy is also not terrible as well, because with Start Your Engines he has lifelink, and that could be, or at least max speed, you have lifelink, and 5 mana is a lot, but it's haste and flying. It's kind of a big deal. One of the big things that I want to try to figure out how to do is kind of exploit using this card a little bit more. There are a lot of cards in Standard right now that actually have the ability to search for creatures with 4 or more power, and popping big power creatures down so you can actually get away with this is probably a good idea. I do love Magebane Lizard, but as much as I love Magebane Lizard, I think Magebane Lizard might be holding the deck back, because the only reason why he's in the deck is to kind of slow down the Is It Lessons deck, but Is It Lessons just can just kill it outright and then cast all the rest of the spells they want to, which kind of makes it kind of useless. One of the big things that I would also say that I might want to do is I did not spell that right. Okay. I assume that knives. I'm so tired right now. So, I've been very interested in the Mayhem mechanic as of late, and I think it's really good. I think it's really neat. The creatures are pretty decently statted. I think getting a 3 mana guy, but you had to discard, kind of sucks, but if you didn't have to do that, it's pretty good. But yes, this is Hazoret Speed. It only has 22 lands in it. It does pretty good. It's very relatively consistent. I will say this, I think that Count Your Luck is a decent card. One of the biggest problems in Magic that you can run into is the fact that your aggro deck does not have the ability to go in the long game like your opponents, because they can just keep digging. And against Jeskai Revelations, I got 2 of these things out and I was digging just as hard as they were. Hell, if they let me get the 3rd one out, I would have been getting 3 cards a turn, which for an enchantment that enters the battlefield and does nothing, not super bad. If I was gonna do like a better version of this deck, I'd probably do green and red, because I think green red would work a little bit better. So that's what I'm gonna do. Later.